Egypt was far more advanced than we're being told. I bet you, if you went back in a time machine 25,000 years ago to ancient Egypt, you would be absolutely gobsmacked. So of course, Egypt is a bit strange. I mean, it's been a talking point for years, for decades. The main one being the pyramids. What are they? How the hell did they get built? But that might not even be the main question here. Now, the first strange thing about the pyramids is the information that they contain. If you take the height of the pyramid and multiply it by 43,200, you get the exact polar radius of the entire Earth. Likewise, if you measure the base perimeter of the Great Pyramid, multiply it by 43,200 again, you get the equatorial circumference of the entire Earth. That's not random or a coincidence. Now, there's tons more information about that, but I'm not going to go into it because it will just be too long. So what if the pyramids were built to essentially transmit information from the past to the future, to where it is now? Almost like they're a time capsule. But how the hell were they built? Well, I think Egypt were far more advanced than we're being told. You're telling me they would mine these stones which they built the pyramids for? Huge, great big stones which no one could really carry. They would mine these from a quarry and then move them over 500 miles to where they would build the pyramids. And these giant obelisks, these gigantic structures which they would dig out and then just stick up, nah. Just think about this. There is no reason why they wouldn't have been advanced, but in a different way. We've gone down the route of, engineering and technology, but that doesn't mean there's not another way out there. Something maybe to do with energy, physics, whatever. And just think about this too. Look how much the world has changed from 1800 to 2023 in the space of a couple of hundred years. To now something which is completely polar opposite. Cars which can drive themselves. Just craziness compared. But that's only in the space of a couple hundred years. So imagine the difference of a few 100,000 years. What I'm trying to say is that it's not completely impossible. It's actually very likely that the ancient civilizations were far more advanced. Maybe they wiped themselves out, the technology's gone. But who knows, this is all just theories. But please let me know in the comments down below your thoughts.